Heyoz ghosties and visitors, welcome to my YouTube channel. So this video is the first part of the multi-parter trilogy, where I will tell you everything I have learned so far about the multi-panels or multi-parters. And in this video, to be exact, I will teach you how to make the simplest type of multi-parter and mirror work. I will share some tips and tricks and show you a few really quick tutorials on this type of entry. Also, watch the video until the end, because during the video and at the end of the video, I will show you 2 ways of getting rid of that annoying pink arrow that spoils your story corner posts when you post them to Instagram or anywhere else. Also, before we start, don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell icon so you don't miss a single video from me and become a real story recorder pro. Alright, let's dive in. Let's start from some basic definitions. So what is a multi-panel or a multi-parter? Well, this is a type of an entry where you stick 2 or more story recorder panels together to create one beautiful and fabulous picture. What types of multi-panels are there? Well, there are 2 general types, the non-mirror multi-parters and mirror multi-parters. We are going to take a look on mirror multi-panels only in this video because they are simple and I think it's a nice start for the beginners. And lastly but not leastly, what do I need to make those beautiful multi-panels? Well, you will need some patience, your Love Nikki app, and some editing app or website. I will leave a link on the website that allows you to stick 2 panels together in the description below. So in this video I'll be using PicsArt. It's a nice and convenient app, but you can actually use any other editing app that has a collage function. And now jumping into the tutorial itself. So when you're making a mirror type of entry, you're actually making only half of it. Kinda convenient, right? But because of that, you should keep in mind that mirror effect. So everything placed in this border and everything that gets half cut with this border will get mirrored. And this is the blessing and the curse at the same time, because if you place half of the butterfly here, you will get a full butterfly as the result. But if you place Nikki here, you'll get a monster if you don't know how to correctly make the Nikki. Yeah, so this is the most important thing you should keep in mind when making a mirror type of entry. But if you're making this entry, that doesn't mean that both halves should be perfectly symmetrical. I will show you the way how to make not completely mirrored parts. Trust me, this is really easy. You don't have to go to the non-mirror multi-parter and suffer. Trust me, this is really easy. But this kind of entry have few pluses and few minuses. One of the biggest pluses is that it is impressive but not time consuming. And the minus is that it does not allow making certain kind of posts. It will allow you make some symmetrical builds, basically a type of build where you see the full symmetry, or at least it is symmetrical halfway or something. But it won't let you make some kind of posts where 2 panels are completely different, or a build of, for example, an anime character looking at you at the angle, because the 2 panels are not really symmetrical and you'll have to suffer with a common non-mirror multi-parter. So, for example, I want to make a simple build of this cute cat, excuse my drawing skills. So, before you start, you gotta divide this picture with an imaginary line into 2 symmetrical parts. Yeah, you can see that these parts are not actually symmetrical. One half of cat is normally looking and the other is winking. But don't worry about that, we will talk about this little thing later. It's really easy to correct. So, when you divided your entry into 2 parts, you should focus on making only 1 part. So just look at what you are trying to build, simplify the shapes, and create it in the game. So I'm going to start doing my post in the free dressing mode, and later you will see why I recommend doing this when you don't need to make a group photo with someone. Making our post from making an outfit. For me, this is this kind of simple outfit because I'm going for the build, and this dress is actually a thing I use quite often for making builds. So now we quickly make just half of the idea we have in our head, because the other half would be just the same. Now, when the first part of our mirror post is done, I'll show you a little trick on avoiding having this annoying pink arrow on the left corner. So I said we are going to start our first post in the free dressing for a reason. So this trick works only in free dressing. Keep that in mind. You can do that when you post in serial recorder. The system of getting rid of pink arrow in the serial recorder is a bit more complicated. I'll show it later. So we are taking any huge background item, like really huge, and we put it in some way that it won't really stir us. Click confirm. Keep in mind that this item should be selected. Click confirm. And now we're making screenshot while tapping on this item. As you see, when we move it, the pink arrow disappears. So we'll make a screenshot. Ta-da! And also, if you don't have it selected, then it won't work. You can't move it and nothing will disappear. And now I will show you how to stick those two panels in the PicsArt. So first of all, click this little plus icon at the bottom. Now you scroll through to the colleges, choose freestyle. After this, you choose the screenshot that we had just made. Only one, no need for the second. Now here is some magic. You tap this little thing, copy, then use this in reverse, and ta-da! And now to make those panels bigger, you can just take one, make it as big as you want, then take the second, and keep making it bigger until the guidelines show up. And now you just move it. Again, the guidelines will help you. So we just move it a bit to the middle of the screen. And like this. We are done. And then you just go to editing mode and crop everything we do not need, including those little black bars on the top and the bottom. And we got that. Look at this pretty post we made in literally a few minutes. Isn't it cute? It is cute and simple. I like using PicsArt for my posts, both for both mirror and multiparters. For multiparters, it is cool because you can move your panels a bit upper or down, depending on where you messed up. But actually, the website and other editing apps who have this collage function works too pretty much okay. No need to install PicsArt, especially for this. And now I will show you how to make post that doesn't look like mirror, but it is actually mirrored. Now we will make this little creature wink. For this kind of entry, you will need actually two panels, but don't worry, that will not be hard. So here we have our first panel. I know it looks different, that's because my game crashed when I was recording it and I had to quickly remake it all over. So okay, here's our first panel. We have taken a screenshot of it. And now we just go back into our building mode and remove a few items. We're just changing it. So I am replacing, go away. I have replaced the eye I built with the winking face. How will I make it? Well, I'm planning to use those little sticks from the crafting suit to make a winky face for the cat. I'm placing one over here and the other one, same size, over here. So you see, it looks like half of the winking cat. Now we select this item and just taking a screenshot of it. Ta-da! So now we are coming back to PicsArt, which actually crashed again. I'm not surprised by that. Doing absolutely the same freestyle. And now we are choosing two panels. The first we did and the second. So there we go. So we're choosing the second one and reversing it. And now we can just stick them together. First of all, I'll make them bigger. And now, just sticking them together, the guidelines will help. There we go. Here is our 5-minute cute cat post. Does it look pretty? It does. Does it look kawaii? It does. Yeah, you might notice this little thing over here This post isn't perfect, but that's because I've used the animated item. And now here's a little speed paint, speed making. How would you call a speed paint of a stair corridor post? Whatever, here's a speedy video of me making another non-built, this time, stair corridor mirror post. You can enjoy or just relax, or maybe you can find some things that I have not talked about because I do them unconsciously. Well, I really hope that would be somehow useful for you. So here is the final result. It took me around 4 minutes to make it. So as you see, multi-panels of mirror type allow you to make impressive things in a very short period of time. Really convenient and cool. As I said before, a very nice start for the beginners. So I will quickly show you how to make the back view Nikki in the mirrored post. So my Nikki will be the hairstyle for this girl. For the hairstyle Nikki, I often use some floating away pose. I recommend Daybreak Oath, but if you don't own it, then you can use Toy Carnival like I do. And some huge flowy hair. As far they are from Nikki's body, as better it is. So now we go. Here's our base Nikki. I will rotate her a little bit so her shoulders look like normal. And I'll make her a little bit smaller. I put her half off screen, but I don't worry too much about the neck because it will not be visible because of the hair. I care only about the amount of torso visible. It should be around the half. Now we take our Nikki, and we should make hair out of it. Something like this. Also try to keep in mind it will be mirrored, so some minor mistakes should be corrected on the way. I will show you later these kind of minor mistakes that you should keep an eye on. So here what we have, I think we can put on some light just for the aesthetics, the prettiness, something like this. And now we are taking a screenshot and going off to the PixArt to see how our work looks like. There is one of the mistakes I personally often do. As you see, Nikki's head here doesn't really look like head. So to correct this mistake, you just go back to your post and try to make more of the roundish shape visible. Something like this. Yeah, we can see part of Nikki popping up, but we will hide her. It's not a big deal. To hide her, I will use the cloudy item from the Cloud Tea Party, I think the set is called. It is available for crafting if you're interested in. So I put these clouds on her under the light so it isn't really visible now. And now we take another screenshot to see how it looks like. Yeah, even in mirror posts that are actually simple, sometimes you have to try over a few times because you're not skilled enough. And I think even really skilled people sometimes have to redo their post over again because there might be some tiny details you didn't notice or forget to check, and that's fine, don't worry about that. It is quite common. See, now it looks way better. But I must say that her head still looks a bit squished, but I don't really think I can do much about that because when I, again, on the way of mistakes and tries, made her head look perfectly round, then the hair looked cut off and weird, so I just found some middle variant that looks okay. Don't try to chase the ultimate perfection because it's just a game and you may not be able to find it. Also, a really funny thing about the mirror posts, sometimes you may come across some unexpected results, like a butterfly here. I can't unsee it, it wasn't intentional, but it actually appeared here. And also, am I the only one seeing a smiley face here? So yeah, mirror posts are really fun to make. They are easy, they look impressive, and sometimes you can make some unexpected ornaments that look really cute and fun. Now let me show you real quick how to remove the pink back arrow from your third quarter posts. So here is our Nikki. I added a few details to the post. So we will have to take 2 screenshots. Number 1 is the comment with the arrow, and now we submit the post to the story corridor. There we go. And after we did the submission, we go to our diary. Yeah, my internet is slow, excuse it. So we take our post and click this little share button at the bottom, and we take another screenshot. After this, we go to PixArt. Yeah, again, though there's a lot of editing needed. Now we choose the post we first screenshotted, add photo. Then we choose the second screenshot we did with the sharing button, make it the same size as the post. The guidelines will help. Then this little eraser like this, and I make the size as big as possible, and we erase everything but the corner where the arrow is. So we keep erasing, and we are done. Now we download this post without the arrow, and yeah, we're pretty much done. Alright guys, that was everything for today. Let me know in the comments below, did you like my tutorial or not? Or if you have any suggestions or tips for my future videos, feel free to write them. I really appreciate any kind of criticism because it helps me develop my skills and make better videos. Love you, bye!